All right, we're back again. Episode 3 of A Warrior Reborn. Last episode, we helped save the victory from being destroyed by the Saw again. And this episode, we are going to be, I assume, taking out the larger Saga minutes, but we'll find out together. Alright, we're back in our native home, of course, of Limsa. We left off with Marauders Guild. Things are working out perfectly for us. All of our quests are aligning. Peak efficiency gameplay. Except for the fact that I did not remember to go to Swift Perch like a smart person. So we can try. I don't remember if the docks are available yet. If they're not, well, we'll just get to run around a little bit. And I do need to grab the other mini Aetherites out in the world. We had a very short stream yesterday because this Lala was hungover from activities the night before. But we are back, better and stronger than ever, ready to get in a nice little session. I love this server so much. It's so lively. Oh, these people that I ran into yesterday. Whenever you are a freshie, everyone wants to give you stuff. I don't know if anybody was watching yesterday and saw when I was going from, like, I'm running around, you know, I'm very fresh, and I'm like, dang, I wish I could teleport more, but I've got like 500 gold and it costs 100 gold every time I teleport. And then, you know, I just see some people playing some music. You always have to listen to bards in Final Fantasy. I love bards. I have a bard in another life, but for obvious reasons, I can't show that here. What was that fit? You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. For obvious reasons, I can't show my bard in here, but because I love bards so much, if we see one, I'm gonna have to stop, give him a wave, say hello. It's only right. Oh yeah. But anyway, I saw the bard and I was listening to the music because obviously, and they just, because I'm a sprout, and I do feel like 1% bad about it because I'm not a real sprout. You know what I mean? I've played before. If I really wanted to, I could send this character a couple $1 million. But you know, I'm trying to really experience the beginning again, truly free. So because of that, I decided to play along and act like I was a real sprout, and be very grateful for the 100,000 that they gave me, which is super helpful at this stage. I mean, now I can freely teleport everywhere I want to. Obviously not in Limsa, where I haven't unlocked all the Aetherites yet, but we're going to finish up doing that here. If I remember right, this leads me down to like Berry Docks fishing area, and if I am more correct than I probably am, then this little boat down here with the ferry skipper will allow me to go ahead and be on my way. Fingers crossed that I'm correct about that. Oh, I think that was the last Aetherite. Nah. Yeah, when you attune to all the Aetherite shards in a city, you don't know. It gives you access to essentially teleport to the areas outside of the city. Some of them, at least. The ones that have like main doors. For the ones that don't have main doors, we're gonna try to go to the ferry skipper. Might. Oh, nice. Okay, I think I needed. Pretty sure I needed to go to Aliport. Ferry bound. Yes. 40 gil. Yes. Love that. We are here in Aliport. because I know I'll get distracted, I'm gonna go up here and touch this crystal first. And talk to the Chocobo guy. I'll talk to the Chocobo guy. Next. Am I stupid? Yes, I'm just stupid. That's fine. Doesn't look like a crystal, isn't named as a crystal. I'm looking at it like, why can't I touch this? That's fine. It happens to the best of us. Alright, I think. I want to say they're not, but probably getting done again. Yeah, they're gonna be like in this building. Yeah. There we go. This, oh, this is the after the class plus. So that actually works out perfectly. I might as well. Yeah. Where? Oh, there's Tasha. Yep. We are very close to the first dungeon, which I'm excited for. I mean, this is a exceedingly active server. Everyone's been very friendly and stuff on here, so I think the dungeon experience will be good. As it always is. I usually don't have any problem. I don't know why the configuration sharing doesn't like save. Okay. I'll have to deal with that later. Next time I go to the sanctuary, I have to configure my settings. Somebody remind me. I'm quite literally. This dude's got tail feathers bigger than my entire body. The lipless longbow. Alright, let me do this, and then I'll go ahead. And I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot about the fact that my quest was over here. I just started seeing stuff kill, and you know how it goes. Full bloodlust. Put paralyzed on me. You hate to see it. And, oh, alright, Marauder killed again for that. So let me get it to the sanctuary. Then I've gotten past the point where I care to see how the character's name when I go do the configuration stuff. We're just gonna knock that out real quick. Alright, so let me double check because maybe there's some setting that I don't understand. I'll have to look at it later. And actually, while doing this, let me go ahead and put in a message that I should have put in at the beginning of the stream. still good. We're gonna lock in. Let me just focus on one thing for now. Trying to copy a message, post a message, send it, pin it, get my configuration code, log in multiple characters. Lazy as possible. Downloading it, just like I do every single stream now, but that's fine. Maybe there's a way to that. So like keep most of the stuff, but my keybind keeps resetting. It's a little annoying, but not the worst. Before we get back into it, I'm gonna go. Other thing and probably going to do it at the beginning of every stream. Alright, we are locked in for reals and stuff. Alright, made it to Aliport. I think I could probably take a chocobo. Let me see. Okay, I bet I could take a chocobo halfway. Or I might have even have the one. And yep, I had the one in Swiftford. So I literally went to Swiftford, got the chocobo, and didn't touch the Aether Run. This is a classic do as I say, not as I do situation. And part of me almost, it took everything in me not to hop off the chocobo and jump the hunt mark there. They just keep them. It's alright, we're gonna lock in. We're good. I need to find out some more information about FanFest. I know they've got like the stream schedule and everything. As far as I know, shit, it could even be going on right now. I'm that out of the loop a little bit. I figure I'll just wait until I see hype blow up about the next trailer or whatever thing they talk about, and then I'll kind of lock in on it. Even though part of me wants to see if maybe we'll do like a live stream watch of it. I mean, you know, my two loyal viewers here, thank you for joining me today, of course. And who knows, maybe we'll watch one of the streams together if we decide to do that. But here we are again with Wrist Flow. I love Rotogen names because they make no sense unless you say them. You hear them, they sound fine. You read them, and I don't even know why. Alright. Commodore Rayner sent word we'll be getting reinforcements, but I didn't expect him to send you. You certainly look like you've seen your share of action, though. You bear little resemblance to the wide-eyed whelp I met fresh off the ferry. In any case, do you know what you're fighting for here? This place, Swiftford, it was rebuilt by folk who stood strong in the face of every hardship the calamity threw their way. And we're not about to let some fish-fancying scum claim the honor of being the ones who finally broke their spirits. Don't give those pirate bastards one bloody ilm, you hear me? Alright, we are locked in on beating up the Sagan and these pirates. Music? Will there be voices in this cutscene? No. Here now, I thought all them yellow jacket worms were meant to be busy. That useless scrag ain't followed the plan, has he? Now what? Pull back and wait for our Sagan brothers? Piss on that. We ain't turning back empty-handed. Remember, no killing the small folk or it'll be your blood that stains Lord Leviathan's altar. Are they like red-eyed too? Or am I tripping? Oh, I forgot to read that. Seems Swiftperch was the main target after all, eh? Squads 1 and 2 protect the town, so Squad 3, you're our rear guard. The rest of you, we meet their charge where we stand. Let's bear the Commodore word of our victory, or no word at all. Those said we gonna win or die trying. Hell yeah. That's the energy. I'm quite literally the size of some of these guys' boots, but I will be the one catching the most bodies. Don't even worry about that. The serpent breathers. Why am I not overpowering? Why am I being down? Maybe because I didn't need all that aggro. I'm gonna just trust. They brought a healer. Alright. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm getting cured. Alright, there we go. We're good. We're locked in. It was a little dicey there for a second, but somebody hit me with some heals, so it's all good. Guys down. Get everybody focused up on the, oh, it died. That's funny. Little purple head. I still need to get the afro, which I think I have to go to the other cities. I finally did some off-screen research and discovered that it is at the Golden Saucer. So when we go to the Golden Saucer and become a casino magnate, we will get the afro. And all will be well. If magic was allowed, I'd probably get an afro with the actual scraps to my hair and just go full bore, but it's alright. Oh, I should have been reading that. It's alright. It's fine. You guys were reading it, so it's fine. It's fine. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I might smite my enemies. Alright, boss fight. Big ugly boss. No, actually, no. You remember anybody who watched Young Justice when we found out Martian Girl's true form? That's what Martian Girl looked like for real. He might even look a little bit better than that, honestly. Lesser gargoyle. Feeling mad lesser too. Might work. Even I'm surprised by that. I should definitely turn off. You know what? Let me not say anything about it, just in case no one notices it. I'm gonna turn something off, and if anybody who's watching this stream, let me know if you notice it next stream. Also, I need to figure out how to make sure that my configuration saves thinking I might try just like changing one or two designs, see if that, or maybe like add one design so that I'm not really that's what I've got going on. Add one keybind and see if that makes the game realize that I do in fact want these settings to stay permanently. I don't want to have to enter the code every time, especially because that moves my skills around too, and it's not too bad. But it is a little annoying. Paragon City said, as I fear. They are known as the bringers of chaos, or Asians, to give them a proper name. It would seem our suspicions were correct. It is they who have been manipulating the beast tribe. Say something. Pardon? You would know if we Charlans have encountered Asians before. I've never spoken to you of my homeland. How did you know whence I hail? Wait, I do begin to see. You've been blessed with a special gift. My gift. My heroic aura. Are you alright, lad? I'd known a mean bugger like that was hiding in the bushes. I would have left the squatter 6 to keep you company. I was wondering where they went. Well, at least now we can call this kidnapping investigation to a close. Those reavers were the ones spiriting folk away in the dead of the night. And this bastard here was pulling all the strings. A trifle simplistic, but oh, whoops. I came soon so since asbestos, but I had never thought to find such a scene of carnage, yet we prevailed, and thanks to your heroic actions, I have learned much. I gotta get on my speed reading back, for real. Heroic is the word. I don't want to think about what would have happened if you hadn't been here. And your assistance is much appreciated too, Lady Listola. Please give our regards to the Scions. The Scion of Beauty? That's your Stola? The thread of your fate forms a part of the most intriguing tapestry. Maybe we will be, oh well. For now, however, you must see this particular tale to its conclusion. Pray send my greetings to Commodore Bayer. Another one of these shadow crystals. Oh. Alright, well. It was one of those shadow crystal things. I mean, I already have a few. I guess I shouldn't be greedy. Where is this? So, go back to Limsa. And go back to Limsa. Alright. And use the return spell, because that will save you 200 gold. 200 of the gold that was given to you by a friendly bard named the Devil. Alright, and let us use our lovely Aethernet. I'm sure the Guildmaster is going to send me somewhere else. I've been in contact with Rainfred, and he had not but praise for you, Magruka. Your representation of the guild has been exemplary. There is one more task I would have you complete this day, a task that will demonstrate for you just how strong you have become. Report to Scapman where he waits on the bank of the ageless river, and he shall help you unveil to untapped power of your axe. Alright. So, I have to go back to Milanosha, but let's see what happens here. Makoko, eagerly have I awaited your return. Word of your exploits is already spread through the ranks. My troops and I owe you a great debt of gratitude for your timely assistance. You have shown yourself to be possessed of a sure arm, a strong spirit, and sound judgment. Would that Limsa had more of your ilk. Of your like. I have little doubt that you shall one day join the ranks of Eorzea's finest adventurers. It's but a matter of time. There we go. Clearly, Baderon's eye for potential remains as sharp as ever, though I doubt even he imagined you capable of such feats. Might you favor me with your own account of the day's events? Such victories bear retelling. making the girls laugh. Oh, your Stola has been working with us for quite some time, and she was only willing to assist Yellow Jackets in the kidnapping investigation, proving herself a stalwart ally of Limbs Elemental once again. Needless to say, after your part in thwarting the attempted sabotage of the victory and the small matter of your deeds to Swift Perch, you too have proven yourself a valued friend of the Locracy. I'm assuming I said that right. Oh, Admiral on deck. Baddie alert. Put some respect on it. That man's goggles are crazy. Oh, may I present to you Admiral, I'm not even going to say that name. Admiral B. That's it.
So, this is the adventurer I've been reading about
Admiral
in the
M.
field reports. I am Melve Blufisfin, Admiral of
Blufisfin.
Linsenamensa.
Jesus.
On behalf of my people, I bid you thanks for the deeds you have done this day. A token of our gratitude. What worth is high regard without just reward after all?
Of course, my lady.
Since you first set
Man,
foot in our
I can't
city,
wait until I
my good
get
friend
glam so I
Badron
can
and
stop
Commodore
looking like a
Raynor
ladybug. I
have
always want to
taken
hit myself.
turns at regaling me with tales of your exploits. Safe to say, they left an impression. Join me at the coming banquet. A seat of honor at the celebratory feast is the least I can offer the man who foiled the Sahagin.
Oh. Big boss, that's me. Literally the littlest Lala fell.
And don't be late. Your fellow guests will be eager to take the measure of their newest hero, and some do not take kindly to being kept waiting. Till then, may you walk in the light of the crystal.
I feel like I'd look better if I was a Yellow Jacket at this point. Alrighty. There we go. Another level up. I'm not sure you understand just how unusual it is for the Admiral to invite an adventurer to a state banquet. It is a highly coveted honor, why even the officers under her direct command are rarely afforded such recognition. But we will not deny you have earned it. Many of the tasks you have performed in service of the bureaucracy have been both difficult and dangerous. It is a reward for all your efforts, a nod to your many achievements, both large and small. Alright, I'm just trying to reset some things. I'm noticing some issues with my eyes mostly. There we go. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. This is a reward for all of your efforts, a nod to your many achievements, both large and small. As the enormity of this moment yet to sink in, perchance you will realize its significance when you stand before the assembled dignitaries of Limsa Lamensa. And now that I have imagined the scene, I realize that you will require attire suitable for the occasion. I suggest you visit the wench and see what Badron can arrange. She is surprisingly knowledgeable about such things. Even he says I need some more drip. Everyone knows I need to look better. Alright. Let's go ahead. I think Half Castle will get us the closest. The big Badron. And do I have any? I don't think I have any new gear. Do I? Okay, I have a ring. Lamenson ring. Let them know. Represent. Here we are. Well, if it ain't If it ain't Morwood's guest of honor, hobnobbing with the Iron Mighty now, is it? I tell you, lad, I damn near snorted ale out my nose when I heard the news. You've come a long bloody way, you have, and that's the truth. But one thing's for sure, you'll not want for decent grub. These banquets are catered by the bleeding Bismarck, no less. 'Tis a grand chance to fill your belly to fill your belly to bursting with more and importantly free food. But we can't have you turning up in your shit-caked adventuring gear. No, the hero of the hour needs to have a touch of refinement about him, if only to stop folk complaining when he stuffs his face with cake. Take care of yourself. Take yourself to the Octon and speak to Nassim of the Bug Air Consortium. She'll furnish it with somewhat gentlemanly to wear. I've already had a word with her, so all you need to do is pick up the goods, then bring them back here so I can tell you what's what. Alright. So... the Octant? Oh, so they should be right down here. Let us run. Oh, the Octant is this square. Okay. You got some drip for me? Awesome. Janawesome. Morning, sir. Assume you're the underdressed gentleman Battaron mentioned. I see was not exaggerating. Damn. I have chosen these especially for your debut in polite society. Fear not, I'm certain you will absolutely adore them. Alright. Did she have to call me broke and ugly? Like, was that necessary? I feel like that wasn't necessary. I quite literally hopped off the boat 3 days ago, and all I've been doing is beating up ladybugs and assorted monsters. And you're gonna come and talk shit to me? This is crazy. Battaron, you'll never believe what she said to me. Battaron, she said I'm broken ugly. He doesn't care. A bloke might not have much else to his name, but as long as he's got a decent pair of shoes on his feet, there ain't nowhere he can't go. Think of him as a gift from me and all the other folk you done right by along the way. Every time I read, it thinks my eyes are closed, and I don't know how to stop that. Especially because it wasn't an issue last time. Let me try... Let me try that. Alright. Aye, 'tis a very moving gesture, I know. Just don't go welling up on me, eh? Wouldn't do for Limsa's new arrow to turn up at the banquet soaked in his own tears and snot. Any road, that's your garb sorted. Now you just need to settle your nerves. Tell me when you're ready and I'll tell you where you're meant to go. Did that big box just have dress shoes? Because that would kind of be crazy. But let me put on my dress shoes. Is it genuinely just the shoes? I forgot I did actually have some of the other stuff they gave me. I'm gonna assume that it's genuinely just the shoes. You're ready then, are you? Good. The banquet will be starting soon. If you waited any longer, I'd have considered it my sacred duty to hit you over the head and drag you there. Now make sure you're wearing them fancy shoes when you turn up all right. Carrying them won't do no good. They're meant to make you look like a gentleman, remember, not a gentleman's bleeding lackey. As for directions, the feast being held on the bridge in the Admiral's briefing room. Speak with Xanathel and Bulwark Hall and he'll show you the way. Just keep that head held high, lad. After everything you've done for Limsa, you've got good reason to be proud, and don't let no eye-born bugger tell you different. Alright. Just for the aura, and because I have some stuff on me. Let's dress up a little bit. Let's make it nice. Let's make it hot. We gotta look good in this cutscene. Do I want to go Wild Rose? Are we feeling Wild Rose? Or maybe... what's the Tantalus? Oh, that's fancy. That's feeling fancy. I'm liking that. Maybe that. with some black gloves. Yeah, with some black gloves. And I'm not sure if I want these cuffs. Let's see. It's not horrible, but I might as well look at the wild rose. Nah, that's too much. That's too much. I like the gloves. Unless I want to try the stripe gloves. I gotta look. I looked at everything. All right, I like the Leon gloves because they got that little bling on them. Little drip. Let them know. I might even be wearing those later. We'll see. Leonhardt trousers, and we already know what shoes I'm wearing. Unless I want to go with the stripe. Nah. Leon trousers. And the bandana, just to let them know. Alright. This outfit is crazy, but it doesn't matter. So I have the dress shoes. I need to go find this Xanthiel. Dress shoes, fancy dress shoes, an adventurer wearing fancy dress shoes. That's me. Oh no, those are some fancy dress shoes. Come adventurer, I will show you to the briefing room. I will say I'm enjoying this run through off the pure fact that I know what's going on. I spend so much time just clicking through text boxes. There we go. The scion of my heart, Y'shtola. Sweet baby girl. I've heard this is not spoilers because it's just random rumors. I've heard rumors that they might like the cat person in the Evercold trailer people think might be Y'shtola. And if they make Y'shtola old and like kill her off or something. Now this isn't Destiny 2. They're not just gonna delete the content that Y'shtola's in. You'll still be able to go back in the past and see Y'shtola. But Evercold's going to be very rough for me if they take out Y'shtola. She's one of my faves.
From what we have gathered, they sought to swell their numbers by spiriting away any soul unfortunate enough to cross their path. I need not tell you the depth of the animosity between us and the Sahagin.
They're being so nice to me right now. Two
Two
cutscenes back to back with voice acting.
More temperate mind than mine. But thanks to you, our citizens may once more go about their daily lives, safe in the knowledge that they will not be dragged into the darkness by those execrable curs.
Such an extraordinary glow.
Oh yeah.
This
Y'shtola, I got a crystal for you.
Of light.
It's for you.
By the Navigator.
I heard you like shiny
After
things,
our
Y'shtola.
encounter with the Gubu,
And I brought you
had a
this.
vision, did you not? Of a towering crystal. You bathed in her light.
Y'shtola's conclusion is clear, and I see no reason to doubt it. You are the vessel of a higher power.
The only higher power
This
I
being
ascribe
from
to
your vision
is Y'shtola.
was the Mother Crystal. Your description matches what little we know of her. And if she has chosen you, then your deeds may yet shape the fate of nations, as once did the deeds of the Warriors of Light.
That's me.
Know you the
That's
tale?
me, Big M.
Like you, they were not of these lands, yet they fought to protect us all against the corruption of the primals. When the Garlean Empire began its conquest of the realm, these heroes joined the Grand Companies and helped reforge the Eorzean Alliance. And at the Battle of Cartano, they took the field beneath our banners to fight for everything we hold dear. It was on that day,
which I think.
in the midst of
So
that
yeah,
hell,
the Battle of
that we lost
Cardano
them.
is the Calamity.
Every
Which,
soul
if
who
for some
survived
reason
that
you
battle will
are
never
here and you
forget
don't know
how
what
it
that
to
was,
fight beside them.
that was
We
when
are proud to call them our
Final Fantasy
comrades.
XIV died and
Yet
Final
whenever we
Fantasy
try
A
to
Realm
shout their
Reborn
names,
started
the
to
sound
become a thing.
dies in our throats.
I didn't actually play during that time, so I'm not sure
And whenever we strain
how
to see
much
their faces with our mind's
how much
eye,
time passed in between. Like, I
naught
know
but
that
their
when they did the
shadows
Calamity
appear to
stuff, they
us,
already had the plan
set
for A
against
Realm
the
Reborn,
blinding light.
but I'm not sure how much time
Ask
went
any
in
true
between people being able to
Eorzean who knew
play
them,
Final
and
Fantasy
the
at all.
story will be the same. It is for this reason
Well,
that we call
Final
them
Fantasy XIV at
the
all.
Warriors of Light. When I look upon you, I cannot help but be reminded of them. Keep that
I
crystal
was about to be
safe.
mad that I didn't have that Lala dance, and I realized I do.
In time, I believe
That's-
the Mother
that's quite
Crystal
literally
will
the
make
dance that I
clear
did
her
yesterday.
reasons for bestowing it upon you. Heed well her words, adventurer, for it is Hydaelyn herself who speaks.
Oh, am I getting the message directly from? Or no? Oh yeah, this is the Calamity. I wonder if they're gonna show the full thing. Oh no, it's a different perspective.
Flames to the fore!
The boy! The
Victory
boy
belongs to the
Raban!
bold. Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of!
The left
If you
flank
played
bubbles,
Elden Ring,
divert the barracudas.
I haven't played this
Bid 'em
yet.
hold that
Raban
position,
is
though it cost
Radon.
them their lives.
Minus the tiny horse. Well,
The yellow serpents are in need
it
of
depends
succor.
on if
Pray,
it
send
just
the
needs a
white
tiny
wolves to
thing,
their
or
aid.
or if it needs to specifically be a
The
tiny horse. He
adventurers
does
risk
protect
life
a
and
tiny
limb for our
person.
cause. We must not fail them.
Oh, lurking. Being sus in the background. I need to get a soundboard, and every single time we see an Ascian,
No.
we just do the
is nothing.
Among Us sus.
Bloody hells! The barrier won't go down so easily! Eyes forward!
Raban not worried about no artillery fire. He could tank that by himself. He's just using the shield to preserve energy, but by himself he could tank that.
Watched.
No shield. I mean, he'd slice it with the sword if he was feeling like it, but like, that's just if he wanted to aura farm a little bit.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you!
Damn, Bloodthorn is damn.
Ah!
Damn, big M, it's cold.
This is Mad Snake. Respond.
I'm waiting for the snake.
Raging Bull.
Snake!
What?
Snake!
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
Gods preserve, what is that thing? What's going on? Speak to me.
Don't look up.
Damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Damn, Admiral M is cold. She don't even. She's like, if he dies, he
Mad
dies.
Snake. Mad
Damn.
Snake. Answer me.
Snake! They did it. They actually did it. Damn, I can't be here laughing while Raban is sad. My boy's hurt right now.
Damn it all to the seventh hell.
Damn.
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
Damn, he sound like an islander for real.
What of our own?
Why they get the one?
That monstrosity appears to be disrupting.
Why they
our
get the one
communications.
islander voice actor for him?
We
And why
must
not for
keep
all of
trying.
Limsa?
Call
Well,
till they respond.
I guess I've only
Yes, my lady.
heard the
Admiral,
admiral speak as a
General,
person from
We
Limsa.
can do no more. We
For
must
real.
give the order to withdraw.
Maybe they do sound like that.
I will not forsake Louis Soir.
Louis Soir. Okay, finally,
General,
someone said it.
please.
I have to
Victory may
remember that.
belong to the bold, but
I
there
have
will
to remember
be
Louis
no
Soir.
victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Delay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link shells are useless. You still have
I love
a
that the
working
link
pair of
shell
legs,
is,
don't you? Well, use
like,
them, you
canon.
bloody
Or I love
half-wits.
honestly that like almost all the mechanics within the game are also canon to things within the game itself. Like the fact that, you know, the crystals and the return spell and teleport spell, like that's just like stuff that people have as members of the world.
Better to retreat now than risk a massacre.
You set up link shells with other players, and they're using link shells to coordinate this army right now. It all ties together.
This dark, stifling presence. Who or what?
Or why?
We go to take our place beside Archon Louis Soir. To your positions.
He's spitting. Alright, I guess magnificent. The eons of imprisonment have only made him hungrier. Nah, they got the voice acting, so I'm gonna just let it slide. Y'all gotta read this one. I'm sorry. Damn, they trying to turn our planet into a transformer or some shit. I thought this was Eorzea, but we've been standing on Unicron the whole time. Surprise! This is actually a Transformers stream. Transformers the MMO. Oh, I woke up. Bam. Yo, this was legit me after last night. Like I was able to hop on the stream for like an hour and a half, and the whole time the rum and tequila and margaritas from last night was just whooping me. But it's okay. Your little nap. Oh wait, I didn't read any of this. The long story short is I got too drunk on Echo Juice last night, and they are now going to meet up with me in the command room. And even though I fell asleep mid Admiral's story, she is still happy to meet with me. All right, let me put on actual gear again. Which, I'm not able to access this, right? Yeah, I'm not able to access that. We won't get glamour until after we meet the Scions. So, wait. So, Merwood in the command room. Actually, what level is this? This is level 14. Alright, since it hasn't gone past my class quest, we'll just stick with this for now. But I have to remember to do the class quest before the dungeon. Class quests are like really, really important. They give you skills, and they'll teach you about how to use skills that you already have. There's a healer class quest for, I believe, Scholar. And you might have it for all healers. I haven't done all of the healers. It's extremely annoying because if you're like me and not paying attention, then you will not realize that you just essentially need to be casting a specific spell on people. If you don't do that, you're pretty screwed. I penned a letter to each of my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. The Battle of Cardinal and the calamity that followed claim countless lives. It's been 5 years since those of us who were spared dragged ourselves from the ashes to look upon Eorzea, the age who scarcely knew. 5 years, and yet these people still suffer. Their lives were fraught with worry and hardship, and the warriors of light who might have once given them hope are gone. Yet we must press on regardless. We will never truly do so, however, something. To that end, I am proposing that a memorial service be held in each of the city-states on the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Cardinal. These letters contain details of said proposal, and I would have you deliver them to our allies as my personal envoy. You have proven yourself a staunch and able ally to Limsa, but that is not my only reason for choosing you. No, I chose you because you possess a quality which puts me in mind of history's champions, a quality I feared lost. Say that you will perform this duty. Of course, my lady. Anything for Admiral M. I heard if you do every task that she asks without question, for 100 years, she'll give you one hug. Only one person has earned it so far, and they died on contact. But they said it was worth it in a dying breath, so. Oh, we're taking the airship. Airships bound for the nations of our allies leave from the landing connected to the bridge. But before you depart, I suggest you trouble Battleron for a few pearls of wisdom regarding each of your destinations. The old bastard is nothing if not well-traveled. 'Tis a pity I cannot issue such passes with a freer hand as I did in more peaceful times, when births were not so limited. But in these times of war, every craft we commit to the clouds risks drawing the eye of the Empire, and every voyage must needs be born of a necessity. Lest you doubt, I consider your place well-deserved. Nor am I alone in that opinion. There were other parties who would see you granted the privilege of air travel. I'm a group of your deeds do not go unnoticed. Full many see great promise in you, but I have flattered you enough. Yes, ma'am. On behalf of Limsa and her people, I bid you go forth adventure. Discover the realm for which many have fought and died. Wonder and danger await you in equal measure, but turn not from either. Only by braving the unknown will you achieve the greatness of which you are surely capable. The light of the crystal guides you, and I wager that your destiny will be no small thing. Alright, I'm back on the clock. Back on the clock for reading everything. Alright, speak with the boy Battleron upstairs. Droning with. That's a cute little mount. Or not mount. Minion. What's up, my boy? 'Cause Back from your meeting with the Admiral, are you? Personal bleeding envoy. So you'll be carrying the word of the Admiral herself to the leaders of the Alliance. Bugger me, I knew you was going up in the world, but I didn't realize you got that bloody high. I'm proud of you, lad. Thinking of how far you've come, why, it's just enough to bring a tear to my eye. And that ain't the ale talking neither. Well, not just the ale at any rate. Bless the navigator for steering you my way. Of course, this is only the start. Now you've got yours in the airship to pass. The old love of yours is laid out before you. And she's a big girl too, with plenty of enticing nooks and crannies. If you think us Lamenzins are characters, just wait till you cross paths with the grim forest dwellers at Gridania or trade coins with the crafty merchants of Ul'dah. And then there's the wild places where the beasties rule, and no bugger with an ounce of sense that's foot. But you're an adventurer, so I wouldn't let a little thing like that hold you back. Of course, it ain't all exploring and excitement. There's a heap of troubles what plagues every nation sea. Ain't just ours. I'm talking intriguing and fighting beastmen and their goddamn primals, and there's the ugly side of life, and sooner or later you're bound to walk into it. But I'll wager there's bugger all out there you can't handle. Somehow tells me you're gonna be just fine. The realm's had it rough, 'tis true, but folk are beginning to recover from the beating Calamity dealt them. Call me an hopeless optimist, but it wouldn't take much to turn things around. 'Tis the perfect time for an adventurer like yourself to get out there and make a difference. But what are you waiting for? All right. So we are going to take a 5-second break while I grab some water, because I forgot to do that beforehand. Always have water on hand. We'll be back in just a second. All right. We are already back. Thank you for your patience. And where we go? To the airship landing, yes. Well, part of me wants to do... Let me do my class quest. Let me go travel out to Summerford Farms and get this knocked out real quick. Actually, no, it's too late. I accidentally, what did they call it? Sliding cast. Accidentally sliding cast my teleport spell. Damn, this guy's kind of drippy. Look what he's wearing. Just raincoat. Yeah, he's just got the style on him, for real. I can't wait. I can't wait to get access to the glam system. I kind of want to take my hat off, the helmet off, but not yet. Not yet. We're still a scrub. We're still very fresh. We haven't earned the right to look good yet. We're already a Lala felt. I mean, it's like as cute as you can already start off. Well, as cute as you can be without being an aura female. There's two types of people in this world. People that like cat girls and people that like the lizard girls. And then there's the true connoisseurs that just like all girls. But, you know, we don't need to consider them in these conversations. I did not read that at all. Hit this rock. Sounds all right. Ah, would you look at that? And on your first attempt too. Well, I guess it's back to the Axe Master for you. This is classic Final Fantasy. Just mess with you, because the quest would be I go do some stuff, and then I go to the Marauders Guild, and he tells me to go outside, and then I go outside and hit a rock, and then the dude I went and hit the rock with tells me to go back to the Marauders Guild. That's okay though, because we just finished the quest. And we won't have another one for a few more levels, I don't believe. I knew you would return before long. The deafening crack of shattering reached us even here. This feat of strength deserves recognition. We shall have it in the form of a new technique, adopted and perfected by our guild forebears. The tomahawk... Oh, I got super distracted. Oh, wow. Super distracted. Though we primarily focus on close quarter combat, you will no doubt find having a powerful ranged attack at your disposal will greatly increase something. I sense that the impending confrontation with Vegeta weighs heavily on your mind, Magruka. But hurried swings lead to glancing blows. There is no swift road to attaining the peak of mastery you seek, only a steady measured descent. Alright, we got Tomahawk. And what's going to give us the most gains? Let me just try it on. That's honestly not a bad top. I don't hate that. I'm gonna wear that for now because I like that better than my current top. I might even... We'll see. I might even take the helmet off. Alright, so I can't do the next quest yet. That's okay. I can't do the next quest until next level. That's fine. Alright, so we got a new axe and a new jacket, or curious. And I'm gonna keep the helmet for now. Alright, so the airship landing, I think actually, don't we have, yes. Because we did the Aetherite stuff earlier, now we can go straight here and talk to this person, the lovely Lenofo. Greetings, sir. This counter is for passengers traveling to Gridania. Wait, aren't you that famous adventurer? It's Magruka Makoko, isn't it? I thought I recognized you. You're an inspiration to us all, sir. Highwind Skyways is at your disposal. Will you be traveling with us today? Of course. I got here a few days ago, and I'm already famous in Laminza. I'm like ridiculously close to next level. I didn't even realize. I bet if I'd eaten some food earlier, I would be level 20 right now. But that's okay. The beat is kind of jumping, I can't lie. They got me ready to go. When I see stuff like this, especially in fantasy worlds, it does always make me think, you know, I do wonder, why don't we have blimps like this? Like, we've got the technology. Like, hot air balloons exist. Why did we never, like... I know, obviously, there's safety issues with a ball of flammable gas above your head. But, like... There's safety issues with all of our forms of transportation. You think they would have just figured out a better way. I feel like, safety aside, it's gotta be... Now maybe for like, obviously like international, it would be like a local travel thing. Like, from city to city. I feel like it'd be a very low cost but high efficiency way to move people. But there is always the fact that you're on a balloon. I'm assuming it's the balloon and the whole, what was it, the Hindenburg? Yeah, I think that soured people on it a little bit. Oh, we're here with the definitely not evil guys. These guys are straight up Power Rangers.
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Agrios, mightiest of all
The
vessels.
Agrios.
Silver Till Lake lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so
Man, Final Fantasy
believed.
just, even because the 14 was basically the first one that I really played. I mean, I've played a couple other Final Fantasies, you know, at a friend's house and stuff like that. But 14 was the first one I really played. But even before I played Final Fantasy, their cutscenes and storytelling overall, 10 out of 10. Like Cloud Sephiroth, that's the rivalry to end all rivalries. Like, you talk about Naruto, Sasuke, and shit like that, but Cloud Sephiroth is where it really is. Naruto Sasuke wishes they were Cloud Sephiroth.
Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false
Of course, I'm
gods.
saying all that as someone who's only seen
Twice now it has
cutscenes
eluded
and
the
movies.
Empire's grasp.
So I could just be talking
For all the
straight
destruction
nonsense.
it wrought, even
But that's
Meteor,
my
the
right.
sin, failed to
Who's gonna
yield
stop
us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balthar.
Oh yeah, that's the shield guy. I don't remember him at all, but I've heard that he's like one of the first bosses. But Yoshi P was wearing that shirt at the Fun Fan Fest, so people were thinking maybe we're gonna get like a dual shield gun tank thing, which would be awesome. I'm already gonna be a tank main on this character. So if they give me a new tank to play with when we get to Evercold, I'm not mad.
What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that. But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus' plan.
Uh-oh. I find your lack of faith disturbing. Looking ass.
My lord!
Nah, it's too late. It's too late. Don't apologize now.
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Damn, bro said, where your grandmama stay at?
Barthard, my lord. Alamigo, my lord.
Oh, Alamigo. Wrong answer.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate.
Yeah, it's not looking good for this guy.
I assure you, Frumentarium sees all.
Yeah, I find your lack of faith disturbing indeed.
Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
Clean this mess up or you'll be the next one.
At once, my lord.
Just casually. They're not the bad guys though, and they will bring peace to Eorzea. Don't you doubt it.
Garland, soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
Alright, and after all that happened, I arrive in nice, peaceful Gridania. In my first life, this is where I actually started as a conjurer. And, well, I guess you could say second life, because in my first life, I started here. In the first life of Final Fantasy 14, I started here as a bard, as an archer. I've talked about that being so horrific that I put down Final Fantasy and didn't look at it again until Endwalker dropped. So years after even A Realm Reborn came out. And now here I am, 4,000 hours in. I want to start all over again, bring you along for the journey. And I need to go upstairs, yes. I can already feel the sleepy vibes. I know that if I had chosen to start here again, we'd have 30-minute streams, and then you would just see my VTuber slumped over asleep. And I'm not, for all the Gridania mains, I'm not trying to talk shit about your spot. I have great love for Gridania, but you cannot deny that you have the sleepiest tune in your town. Oh, wow. Wow. So, don't be like me. I'm almost forgot. Run to the Aetherite. Wow. Yeah, Fairy's very active because Gridania isn't always too poppin', but it seems like it has a lot of people going around. I like that. Alright, yeah. I almost didn't touch the Aetherite. That would have been so bad. Where am I going? Okay. The sleepy forest town of Gridania. If anybody ever remembers Eorzea's Got Talent, I don't remember what server they used to have it on. We used to have it right here. Very good time for the bards. Well, it depends on who you ask. I had a great time, even though I always got kicked out in the first round. Others had a less great time, but I'm not involved in drama like that. I usually just hear about it way after the fact, and I'm like, that sounds so bad. I'm glad I missed it. Silent Contra. You're the Leminson envoy. Begging your pardon, sir, but might I inspect the missive you bear? Got a letter for you. Verily, this is the seal of the Admiral of Limsa Leminsa. Please come with me. What do you guys think? Voice or no voice?
So you are the
Ooh,
Leminson
voice.
envoy.
I get a break. I'll drink some of my water.
And an adventurer besides. The realm owes much to you and yours. On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome. Please. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Khan-e Senna, Elder Seed Seer of Gridania,
Elder.
and leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's
Well,
grand
I guess you can have two
company.
little siblings.
I understand you bear a message from the
But I guess
Admiral.
no, she's probably like an elf spirit or something like that. I need to find out more about the Alcenas. I know there's like something with them being ageless and something like. Oh wait. All right, I'm back on the clock. To think that 5 years have already come and gone. It seems like only yesterday that the Garlean Empire attempted to seize all that we hold dear. Rising in resistance, the city-states of Eorzea formed the Grand Companies and joined hands in alliance. But unbeknownst to us, the Garleans sought not to best us in battle, but moved instead to enact a terrible plot, the Meteor Project, by which the lesser moon Dalamud would be torn down from the heavens to annihilate all life below. In a desperate bid to save the realm from certain destruction, our forces marched for the Kartnoff Flats, and there met the 8th Legion, or the 7th Legion. More bloody a battle I've never seen and would never wish to see again, yet the carnage was but a prelude to the atrocity which followed. For despite our best efforts, Dalamud continued its descent, and from it emerged the elder primal Bahamut, proceeded to rain fire upon Eorzea. The 7th Imperial Legion was consumed in the blink of an eye, while our something. That any among us were spared defies explanation. As for the current flames converged upon us, I prepared myself for death only for a brilliant light to envelop me, relieving me of my memories. When I at last woke, Bahamut was gone, and the land which had but moments before been aflame now seemed to me a place unknown. Not simply ruined, but changed. Archon Luisoi was able to shed light upon these mysteries. And so we were left with countless questions and no prospect of an answer. Yet such matters did not long occupy our thoughts, for we had far graver concerns. The calamity, as the devastation wrought by Bahamut had come to be known, laid our nations nigh to waste, and to this day we struggle to rebuild our lives and homes. To compound matters, the beast tribes continue to summon their primals, while the Empire encroaches upon our borders, consolidating its foothold in Eorzea. The outlook, in short, is bleak. In the wake of the calamity, it has been all each nation could do to nurse its own wounds. Yet if we are to weather the coming storm, we must needs stand united once more. A remembrance service may well present an opportunity to rekindle the spirit of unity. I wholeheartedly approve of the Admiral's proposal. The necessary provisions shall be made for a service here in Gridania. All right. There they go. All right. You have done the people of Eorzea a fine service this day, and I would not put you to further trouble. I shall see that my reply reaches the Admiral anon. You meanwhile are bound next to Ul'dah, are you not? Please send the Flame General my regards, and if you would be so kind, I should appreciate if you would inform him that a pet of mine has been ill-behaved of late, my wolf to be precise. Needless to say, he must be brought to heel, and I would very much welcome the General's counsel on how this might be achieved. I thank you for coming. May the 12 see you safe to Ul'dah and beyond. Now, the question is she talking about a real pet? Or are they doing some freaky stuff in Gridania? Speak to... back to the airship. Maybe we should run around and get some of these Aether shards. Or... Nah, I'm lazy. I'll get this one just so I don't have to walk. We can always come back later. We'll be back in Gridania. Let me double check. Okay. Had to make sure I actually touched the big one. Slide on through here. Can I? No. Leonidas. Greetings, sir. This is a counter for passengers traveling to Ul'dah. Are you not Magruka Makoko, the Lamentin envoy? On behalf of all at Highwind Skyways, may I say what an honor it is to serve you. Will you be flying with us today? So all the Highwind Skyways people know me. Alright. Makes sense. I'm very famous. Very well known in these parts. Right. Board the air. Oh, okay. Just. Oh, okay. I'm just silly. That's okay. Being silly is fine. Alright, we're back on the airship. Will the Garleans be up to more nefarious activities while we're in the air? That's one of the things that's always like kind of funny and kind of annoying about games like this. Is where you're this ultimate powerhouse who like can't be stopped basically in any fight. So any bad thing that happens to people that you care about has to happen when you're not there. You will literally walk out the room and they'll drop a nuke on it. But if you were in that room, you would have caught the nuke with one hand. And you're like, why are you doing this? Just let me stay. Why are my enemies waiting? Well, I guess it's smart on the enemy's part. I like to think of it as the enemies, whatever enemy faction, are quite literally just waiting for the second that you leave. They're watching you daily. There's somebody watching me right now. And the second I'm too far away to help somebody. Oh wait, where am I supposed to go from here? Dang, I'm getting into my bad habit of not reading anymore. Oh wait. There we go. Lift attendant. Alright, let me see. We're both max short Lalafells. So Husting Strip. Reading and comprehension. Very important in Final Fantasy. Alright, and we have to remember to go touch the big crystal. Alright, got the Chamber of Rule. Run my little legs. The Lamentin envoy, I presume. Would you be so good as to allow me to inspect the missive you bear, my sir? Oh, my thanks. Ah, yes, the Admiral's seal. Please proceed. And I have to let him know about the wolf. Man, they're so big.
A guest from Limsa. I thought I smelled stale ale.
Big Rabon.
I won't
Big
hold
dog.
it against you. If you're half the warrior Merlin says, 'tis a wonder you don't reek of dead Sahagin. Welcome to the Sultanate of Ul'dah. I am Ravan al-Din, General of the Immortal Flames. But you did not come all this way to trade formalities.
I've always assumed that Raban is a Rogadin, but I've never been clear. So sometimes I think he's just a big hero. Oh, Cardinal. I remember bloody Cardinal. Do you know what happened that day, adventurer, when we took the field against the Garleans? Yes, indeed I do. So my counterparts have educated you. As much as they can. Khan El Pets is giving her trouble. Well, she should already know my mind on that subject. Wolves are beyond taming. 'Tis but a matter of time before they bare their teeth. So it was with the Garleans 50 years ago. No sooner had they learned how to use Magitech than they began seizing territory from their neighbors. Led by then Legatus Solus, oh Jesus, they swiftly brought other nations of Ilsbar to heel, so the Legatus become an empire and his republic an empire. An empire which set its sights upon Eorzea. But the conquering emperor is now an old man of 40 winters. His health is failing, and he has no clear successor. Like as not, this is why Garlands have been quiet of late. And their commander, Legatus Gaius Van Belsar, is long harbored, were he to strike now, I fear we would fall like so many others before us, and not only Ul'dah, but Gridania and Lominza as well. The calamity brought the lot of us to our knees, and we've yet to get up. We barely have the strength to stand against the beast tribes, never mind the primals they mean to summon. We are a realm divided adventurer, an alliance in name only. But the wolf cares not for the plight of its prey. The Garleans stir, and the elder seed seer would not let it go unnoticed. All other concerns paled in comparison to the Empire, even the beast tribes and the bloody primals. We must stand united once more, that much is clear. And if we're to do so, we must remember the cause which last brought us together. Merwood will something. We will honor the memory of the fallen. We will remember the people of what their brothers and sisters fought and died for. So I informed the Sultana, and he said, I will speak with the Grace myself. Very good, sir. The Admiral will have my reply soon. My thanks to you, adventurer. Alright. Oh, that's complete. I can now take the airship. And we're level 19. Call of the Sea. I once accompanied, yes, level 19. Once accompanied the Flame General as an official visit to the seaside city-state, during which time it came acquainted with Baderon, the proprietor of the Drowning Winch. Well, the man sent word just now that he has a job for a capable adventurer. Can think of none with better credentials than you. Baderon would doubtless be pleased were you to offer him your services. All right. So we go back to Lominza. And before we do that, I think we want to go out here. Basically, we want to go touch the big crystal before we leave here. It's very, very important. Okay. So let me first, I'll grab this since we're running past it. And then we have to make our way to the steps of Nald. So that should be right ahead of us here. This should take us to the steps of Nald. We'll see where we end up in the steps of Nald. I wonder how Ul'dah is here. It's my first time on ferry. Very quiet on ferry. The only Ul'dah I know of that is just crazy is Balmung. One day we can go there and just see what their unhinged chat is talking about. Oh, the cute little Lala. Is there, which one? I know the quest for, oh, here it is. There it is. Let's go ahead, wait, first, before I get distracted, because I know I will, we're going to go touch the big crystal. And then we're going to go talk to that guy, because he gives us the golden saucer. And if we're really, really lucky, we'll be able to get the afro immediately. But I don't think we're going to be that lucky. You be careful with those things. With those, break anything and I will be forced to deduct it from your salary. Beg pardon, what is my loyal manservant carrying? Why, a not so small fortune in prizes, ably won by yours truly in the gold saucer. You have heard of the gold saucer? Nay, Ye gads, man, you might at least try to keep up with the times. It's only the Sultanate's newest and finest place of entertainment. Thrill to the sight of majestic birds soaring down the straits at the chocobo races. Pitch your wits against your peers at the triple triad tables. At the Gold Saucer, one can do all this and more, and if you know what you're about, you'll walk out a wealthier man. You can shake off one's cares after a grueling day of promenading. I've never heard of it. Did I mention that the female attendants are particularly easy on the eye? Wink, wink. Aye, but I dare say you'd rather discover them for yourself. Yes, I'll wager you're wondering just how in Thal's good name you can experience the wonders of the Gold Saucer firsthand. Am I right or am I right? I thought as much. Well, since this has been my lucky day, I don't see why it shouldn't be yours too. I just happen to have a spare golden airship ticket, you see. Consider it a gift from one eligible young man around town to another. Just show that ticket to a lovely girl in the uniform over at the landing, and you'll have a seat on the next airship bound for revelry and riches. Be fairly warned, though. You may expect no mercy from me should I pass across the triple triad table. Nay, not so much as an ounce. Alright, so let me go to the airship landing. Which I think I can get there from, I think there's an elevator near here. Let's see if oh, yes, here we go. To the airship landing. We can talk to this person, and we already have returns, so we can save money. Even though I got that nice delivery of 100,000 from a lovely player. This is a reception desk for flights bound for the Manderville Gold Saucer. Before proceeding, I must ask that you submit your ticket for inspection. Ahem, you do have a ticket, yes. Yes, I am not a brokey, despite my disheveled appearance. Here's everything is in order. An airship will depart shortly before the next bell. Shall I reserve a seat for you? Of course. Big old cactus. It's just literally just randomly out in the desert of a massive casino, which I guess is the entire idea of Las Vegas at the end of the day, but still. I feel like I didn't hear any music in Ul'dah now that I'm thinking about it. But maybe my brain just was like shutting it off. All the casino games. You can come here, impress everybody, show how tough you are. Hit a little dance for the huzz. Here I am, the biggest spender to ever hit the Manderville Golden Saucer. The only drip I have is in my ears, but that's fine. I'm here to get some more. Alright, if we get the afro here, we're gonna take the helmet off. Alright, so quest complete. I want to say now it's successful. I just have to remember to hit the crystal. I don't remember if they make you do anything the first time you come here, though. Manderville Gold Saucer. I might as well talk to this person, because they can give me a 1 free play. You know what? We'll spend a little time in the Gold Saucer. We're here. Oh. Alright, so they offer a tour. The baddies are on deck. A man did not lie. Welcome to the Gold Saucers, the main counter where you can purchase tickets for mini cacti, acquire and redeem manifold gold saucer points, and much, much more. But what in the world are the points? I hear you cry, a most astute question. And one which I am happy to give an answer for, but first may I direct your gaze to the left. Beyond those majestic gates, you will find Chocobo Square, home to the Chocobo Racing Circuit. What Chocobo owner is not dreamed of pitting their fleetest bird against the realm's finest in the pulse-quickening dash for fame and fortune. Truly, it is a sport of sultans. And should you desire a more elaborate contest and strategy, you will surely find it in the Minion Square at the Lord of the Minion tables, where would-be generals pit armies of minions against one another in battles for honor and glory. Now, where were we? Yes, Manderville Gold Saucer points. It is the currency by which dreams are bought and sold within these walls. But my associate here beside me can tell you more, including how to go about acquiring some MGP of your very own. Pray speak with him to continue your tour. Alright. You're about to experience the wonders of the Gold Saucer for the first time. How I envy you. But before you venture first, you'll want to exchange a share of your guild for MGP, a service which is my great honor to provide. With MGP in your coin purse, you'll be able to enjoy all the fabulous attractions we have to offer, and all the wonderful games. If you play them with skill, you will find your little stack of points increasing 10, 20, even 100-fold. Now that you know the fundamentals, you're ready to step out onto the floor of the Gold Saucer. Your tour will continue at the card square to the southwest. The card trader there will be your guide. Although, of course, we have to exchange some of your guild for MGP before you venture on. While my associates and I strive to leave nothing unexplained, there's truly no substitute for first-hand experience. And I heartily recommend trying your hand at many of our amusements for yourself. So let's see. I forget how much you can get. Guild required. So you can get 500. Alright, we'll take it. And let's go ahead and mini cacti. Basically get 3 of these a day. Go ahead. And basically, you just try to get lucky. You basically can't lose. Okay, alright, let's see. Yeah, you'll always get something back. Spend 10, get 72. I believe I'll have to check and see how much the Afro is. Is this? Oh my, they did it. I got a 1, 2, 3, 10,000. I did it. I really did it. I got 10,000 on the first go. Let's see, because I want to say it was, I think it was like 9,000 for the hairdo. Oh, I'll have to look it up. I might have to maybe prize claim. I should have looked up where exactly it was. Prize exchange. Let me see. I'm gonna look over and see if I have that tab open still. I have to look. I truly need this. Gold saucer attendant. Which... Okay, so there's two... Alright, so if it's not this one, then it's this one. That's what I'm going with. Registrable, I think, is what it is. Modern aesthetics curls, yes. We're locked in. Alright, so all I need to do now is get the assistation. Alright, so let me go ahead and finish out the card square stuff. Over here. Well, aren't you a handsome one? Welcome to the card square, home of triple triad tables. What's the triple triad, you ask? Why, only the mind-bending, pulse-pounding, maddening, Moorish card game that's taken the realm by storm. But don't take my word for it. Behold. Can you not feel the tension in the air? Form a hand of 5 cards and play the role of a field general, sending your bravest into battle. Should you wish to learn the rules and experience the excitement for yourself, you need only ask. Start today, and we'll even throw in some complimentary cards to help you on your way. You face off against a single opponent at any time, or if you crave an even greater test of your skills, take part in one of our regular tourneys. And believe me when I tell you, there's no feeling like standing triumphant on the battlefield after vanquishing all corners. You should really try it. And she's just here serving mad, prideful. A minute to learn, a lifetime to master. That's triple triad. But I'm getting carried away. You have a tour to finish. Wonder Square is your next destination. Not that there's any hurry, of course. If you'd like to play a hand or two before you go, you need but say a word. Well, we already completed our goal of getting the afro. So I think for now, we'll just go ahead and try to complete this quest for the golden saucer, and then we'll go ahead and move on. We'll see how much time we decide to spend in the golden saucer in the future. There is some really good stuff to get out of here, but I do want to mostly keep the focus on the main story for right now. Yeah, once we either finish Dawn Trail or finish Evercold, depending on how long it takes us to get through all the story, we will definitely be coming back to the Golden Saucer on a regular basis. We'll probably already be back here on a regular basis because I'm a fiend for trying to win the lottery. And I spent all my time talking. But I'm sure all she's saying is the Golden Saucer is lots of fun, and there's lots of little games that you can play here. They pop up randomly throughout the day. You can, I'm sure there's some place where you can find like a schedule of everything. But for the most part, you can just come in here and hang out and play little mini games while you wait to go into dungeons or get your raising together or whatever. And some people, I'm sure, when I had a friend join, he found the Golden Saucer, and that man was just purely locked in on the Golden Saucer. Oh wait, I needed to go down and then across. Part of me does regret coming in here, because now I feel obligated to finish this quest. But I do have my return spell, so I am just going to immediately return to Limsa right after this. Alright, running up. Oh, they're telling me to go to the Cactpot board. So I have to... We will be in the Golden Saucer at least once a week. Because I'm sure, as they're about to tell me here, the Cactpot board essentially turns over every Saturday. They're gonna tell me. Greetings, handsome. I've been waiting for you. I'm Belletta, and I'm like to personally welcome you to the event square, the most spacious of all the areas of the Golden Saucer. Event Square is a veritable cornucopia of pleasure and delight. Doubtless the sizable stage in the middle of the square has caught your eye. That is the scene of some of our most sensational attractions, so don't be shy about taking center stage. And after the curtain has fallen, why not try changing your life forever? At the Jumbo Packpot, all you need is a handful of something. Just use 4 numbers to cast your hopes to the heavens. You never know just when the mirror might smile down on you. Now, as much as I enjoy getting to know you, I'm afraid it's time for us to part. The next and final leg of your tour takes you to the round square. Don't think too hard about the names, darling. Even I'm not sure it's supposed to make sense. Alright, and while we're here, I'm gonna try my hand at Jumbo Packpot. Basically, this is just the lottery in Final Fantasy. I'm not gonna read all this because she basically just told me the same thing. And we are going to gamble. The good thing about gambling in Final Fantasy is it's not tied to your real money. You can only gamble in GP. Well, I guess you can only gamble MGP in the Golden Saucer. If you want to gamble Guild, you've got to go find a nightclub. Or you can just start trying to death roll people in the middle of Limsa. Maybe that'll be one thing we do. We'll have death roll days. Alright, so I need to go to the round square. The closest is if I just... Yeah, let me go enter some card squares. And then... I don't know if I ran past the crystal. I definitely ran past the crystal like 3 times and didn't touch it. But that's fine. Are you the first time visitor I was told to expect? 1,000 welcomes to the Golden Saucer, and 1,000 welcomes to the round square. How can a square be round, you ask? I'm not sure I understand the question. Moving on to more important matters. Is that the lofty peak not a sight to behold? That is Mount Coral, the main attraction here at the round square. Oops. And that concludes your tour of the Golden Saucer. While I'm sure you're eager to start enjoying yourself, pray do not forget to return to the main counter and claim your complimentary gift. Accidentally click through her biggest text box, but that's fine. Something, play games and have fun. And that's all you need to know. Welcome back, honored guests. I trust that you've come away from the tour with a greater appreciation of all the Gold Saucer has to offer. As a token of our appreciation for your patronage, it is my great pleasure to offer you a complimentary gift from the personal vault of our esteemed proprietor. Will knock me down with a Chocobro's tail feather. Is that the new customer I see? Ha, I could hardly have picked a better time to drop him for an impromptu inspection. Oh, this is the owner. Master Roland, yes, this gentleman here has but this moment completed his introductory tour. If that's so, well then allow me to personally welcome you to the Gold Saucer. I'm Roland, good sir, the fellow entrusted with overseeing the daily affairs of this establishment. On behalf of our esteemed proprietor, a great man if there ever was one. You are an adventurer, yes, your dress told me as much. I dare say then that on your travels you have seen firsthand the difficulties which yet plague our nation. Witness the struggles of Alamigo's displaced masters and those whose homes were consumed in the fires of calamity. The Sultanate is not unsympathetic to their plight, of course, yet how can one begin to provide succor to such countless multitudes? One man had an answer. Godfrey Mandeville had a dream. A dream of a house of untold wonders that would provide stable employment and lodging to displace mirth and merriment to the distant and prosperity and plenty to the Sultanate at large. To many of our patrons, The Gold Saucer is merely Orsia's foremost entertainment venue, a place to forget about their cares for the day. To me, it's one of the founding stones upon which our realm will be rebuilt, a miracle wrought by the hands of the greatest man I've ever known. Something tells me you understand that which I have told you, that you perchance share similar dreams, but I shall keep you no longer. The Gold Saucer and all its wonders await you, my friend. Pray enjoy them to your heart's content. Till we meet again, may the spinner's pull be ever kind. Alright. And oh, so that's for games. And then a little MGP voucher. And we can go ahead and hit return. So I'm gonna see, because we're gonna be wrapping up soon-ish here. Probably after I talk to Battaron and maybe see where this quest takes me. If it looks like it's going to take me to a dungeon quickly, we might press on for a little bit longer, but we'll see. Besides that, though, I'm pretty sure, because I have to find the Astatistician, I should be at the level where I can talk to him, but I don't know where he is. I'll have to look later. He might not also be there. I was told this distinguished adventurer might be reporting for you. Fancy that adventurer being you, eh? Just to be fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for the faint of heart. Things liable to get downright bleeding airy, but if you think you're interested, let me know and I'll fill you in on the details. Alright, well, it's not a better thing, so I'll just grab this. Probably pirates. Thank you for taking time to help me out. Now I'm sure you're busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Word as some suspicious-looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of the Satasha Seagrod, and I need this trustworthy sort to head up north of Alaport and find out who they are and what they're up to. Doesn't sound like much, I know, but since that nasty business over in Swiftburg's folks have been a bit uneasy. I say a bit, it's all they can do not to soil themselves every time the bloody floorboards creak. If you would permit me, Master Battaron, I should be happy to elaborate. Well, if it ain't the Chief Yellow Jacket himself, but what do I owe this rare honor, Commodore Rainer? You come to make sure me patrons of the haven are just thirsty? Neither, in fact. I came to welcome Maguka back to Limsa. Well, you have returned. Over the course of the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Alaport in the vicinity of the Isles of Umbra. Information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed routine patrol in the region, the Sasasha Seagrot included. Their search revealed little, save that a family of Corals had taken up residence in the caves. Nothing to concern us, in short. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Satasha again. But with the saga in testing our defenses daily, I am loath to assign the task to the limited forces at my disposal, our line is stretched as it is. Thus, I sought the services of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead. Any aid you can offer in this matter would be greatly appreciated. Then it is settled. Tasha is located in western Lenosha. For more detailed instructions on how to reach the place I suggest, you consult Melpa. She can be found at the ferry docks in the lower decks. You heard the man. Good luck to you, lad. Alright. Alright, so we did that. It'd be funny if requests had popped up from that. I don't remember where they were. Let me look that up just real quick. This is the person I needed to talk to. Either a brave man or a fool friend be wandering the streets of Limsa today, what with the slasher at Fisherman's Bottom on the loose. You not heard there's a madman about. Why, it's said he brandished his blade so long and sharp they could gut a whale. No one's seen any blood yet, but that hasn't stopped the rumors from sending shivers up spines in every alehouse in the tavern. In town. That you're still standing before me tells me you don't scare as easily as the rest. Perhaps you could assist with an investigation to start with. You might want to look into that scream I just heard outside. I remembered where it happened, but not where you got the quest. So you run over here, and soon we will have our afro. What are you waiting for? That's him, the slasher. Apprehend him, toss him in jail, throw away the key, or gut him and feed his lifeless body to the sharks while I care. Just do something. Woe is me. Whatever did I do to deserve this cruel fate? For 6 moons I saved every gill with my husband's hard-earned wage, forging new shoes. Foregoing new shoes, a new purse, sometimes even food for our children, all in anticipation of this day. What's so special about today, you ask? Why, this day marks the arrival of a well-renowned esthetician in Limsa. My endless patience and self-control were to be rewarded with a hair-raising transformation that would have every fashion-conscious lamented oohing in admiration. Instead, I find myself accosted by this lecherous lout, speaking of which, weren't you going to do something about this? Go ahead and have your way with him. I doubt he has anything to say for himself. You doubt him. Why are you sus? Ah, the ignominy of it all. Of course you take her side. For shame, is there no one sympathetic here in this entire nation? An artiste of my renown should be welcomed with open arms and the 21 cannon salute. Instead, I am branded a criminal. The tools of my trade, nay, the extensions of my very soul, ripped unceremoniously from my person like barnacles from the side of a frigate. I will not last long in my weakened state. No, even as we speak, the world around me grows dim. With my dying breath, I speak unto you 3 names, 3 kind souls who may yet put right what has gone so frightfully wrong. Forge Master Hinanza, of Naldic Lamelli's Guildmaster Beaton of the Ghanaian Carpenter's Guild, and Severian of the Alchemist Guild in Ul'dah. If there's an ounce of compassion in you, seek them out and tell them Jandaline sent you. When my soul is restored and my name rightfully cleared, all of Limsa, nay, the entire realm will sing your praises. For I, Jandaline, am none other than the S. Alright. They got me. We'll see. We might not have time for the dungeon, but we will have time for the afro. I will go into that dungeon tomorrow looking fresh and clean because we must complete this quest right now. But my girlfriend is texting me that I need to do some cleaning. And if I don't do that cleaning before she gets home, there might not be any more streams. This might be the last time Magrupa Makoko graces Eorzea if I don't lock in. Alright, Britannia, 600 gold. I'm so glad that person gave me money. If it wasn't for that mysterious benefactor, I would have had to take him to airship like 3 times. This guy. Guildmaster. Message. So he's lost another one. Does this man not understand that wood does not simply grow on... Well, actually it does, at least in a manner of speaking. But the fact remains that resources are in short supply. All those flowery words, which tools were truly an extension of his very being, one would think he'd find a way to hold on to them for more than a fortnight or 2. His skills are not to be doubted, but his temperament leaves much to be desired. Still, it is not my place to judge. Take this to him and let us both hope he will right his ways. Alright. And then we go to the Alchemist Guild in Ul'dah. Which I don't think I got the little mini Aetheryte for that in Ul'dah, but we'll be alright. Let's see. We'll have to do a little bit of running, but we should be able to get closer than we are currently. Custom strip from there, so the closest at the Chamber of Rule. And now we run. Oh wait, I went the wrong way. They almost got me. I won't have return, so we're gonna have to spend some extra money to go back to Limsa. Still thinking for crafting, I want to maybe be a culinarian. Just so I can make food for myself. And it'll be fun. Even though we'll have to get... Well, you have to get mining and botany. Obviously fishing. Because if a game has fishing, I'm going to be fishing. It just has to be done. Alright, so we're back to Limsa. And I'm going to set Limsa as a favorite just because, obviously, and also it'll help, it cuts down on the cost. So register favorite destination. There we go. And we need to go back up to the Aft Castle. And run across here. So that we can give this man his scissors, and he can give us our haircut. Honestly thought that it would take me longer than episode 3 in order to get access to the hair. This is why people think that he's the hatchling slasher, because he jumps at you and does a quadruple spin before somehow giving you a haircut and hair dye. He does deserve to hit the JoJo pose. If he's doing haircuts like that at the speed of light, he deserves to hit the JoJo pose. I'm gonna let him have it. Yes, man, it is him. If you couldn't tell by the aura and the haircut, it is in fact that man, the crafter of Kofurs. A beauty reborn. That'll be me soon. My hairstyle is passe. How did you know? I've been running around as an onion head this whole time. I meant to have an afro. I need him to help me out. Still the hatchling and slasher. But he does pose so saucy. It's the one time I'm breaking my speed through rule. Because like I said, we are on the countdown. Or a farm. She's damn. I need that as an emote. I need that walk. Alright, so we got the Assistician. And he usually costs 2,000 gil, but I believe that they gave us the little pass there. What is this person? Rising to the challenge. I think that's for PvP. We might check in on that another time. So we're going to the end. Alright, and this will be our very last thing here. The transformation into our true form. Well, the first true form, because we still don't have the ability to make good drip yet. We'll go ahead and click through that. Hairstyle. Where is it? There we go. There we go. This is it. It's got a little motion to it too. Alright, I don't think... Yeah, it doesn't really do... It technically has highlights. I guess maybe we could try something... So if I go white there... Yeah, the highlights are not much. So we'll go with the light purple. I kind of like that. Let me just take the highlight out so it's pure. Let me see how it looks in the light there. This is probably it. I'll probably be in the Assistician spending thousands of dollars changing this just from one to the next. Do I want to get any tattoos while we're in here? Or face paint while we're in here? Not really. I think everything's good for now. Alright, we got the afro. Let me use my token. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be back to change the color many, many times.
Mm-hmm.
We're locked in. We're locked in. Alright, today has been a good day. I got my afro. I got a little bounce, a little wiggle to it. Oh my. Yes, it's everything. It's everything I needed it to be. Okay, so they do want me to go talk to that person. Maybe we'll go ahead. Maybe we'll go ahead. We'll go ahead and head down to that person. We'll head down to the ferry before we hop off for real. Today, we didn't get too much done in terms of progression. We almost made it to the first dungeon. And that'll be what we hit first on, I guess actually tomorrow's episode. If you're tuning back in, we'll be live starting at 2 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Hitting the first dungeon and seeing what else Eorzea has in store for us. I've forgotten so much about this beginning that genuinely, I think until I get into Stormblood, if I'm being like really honest, it won't be until Stormblood when I have stuff that I really remember that went down. All right, we'll be wrapping up here. on the next episode of Warrior Reborn, episode 4, Lala's first dungeon. Make sure you don't miss it. Oh. Always make sure that when you're about to play background music, you have the background music open and ready so that people aren't sitting listening to silence and my poor voice. Shout out to my number one viewer. I don't know if you're the same viewer from yesterday, but if you are, thank you for popping in again. And if you aren't, thank you for joining me this one time. We'll be back around tomorrow.